All right, YouTube, this video is going to be a little bit longer. I thought about making it 2 parts, but I think one will be okay with the magic of video editing. But this is going to be on the HU162T 8-cut Lishi, and this is how to pick and decode the lock, as well as do the conversion to actually cut the key. Once you decode it, cutting the key is not straightforward like I guess pretty much all the other Lishis are. Now this one is pretty easy to pick here. There's no side pins on it like the 9 and 10 cut HU162s. Those videos will be following this one. So first thing we need to do is just find out where our wafers are. And this one's actually got 1 and 2 going down, 3 and 4 going up, and then 5 and 6 down, 7 and 8 up. So that's the where the wafers are actually oriented. And we're just going to go through and look for something binding. So we'll go 5 and 6 here. All right, 6 is binding, so we'll go ahead and pick it. Got a little rotation. Just go and check the bottom again. Okay, 2 is actually binding. Click on 2, a little more rotation. So now we'll go check 3 and 4. So 3 is springy, 4 springy. Go check number 7 here. All right, 7 is actually binding. Got to click on 7. Okay, 2 clicks on 8. I believe that's actually set. Okay, 7's binding again. Another click on 7. All right, 4 is binding. So click on 4. Okay, 3 is still springy, so go back through, check bottom again here. Everything feels good, so I'm going to just increase tension a hair. All right, 7's binding. Another click on 7. Okay, 8 feels good, 7 good, 4 feels good. Okay, now 3 is actually binding. We'll click on 3, it's still binding. 2 clicks on 3. Check the bottom here. All right, so everything's good on the bottom. Back up to 7. Okay, 7's actually binding again, and that's actually got us picked here. So now that it's picked, we can actually decode the lock, and I will do that now so everybody can see. So number 1 is a 2. Number 2 is a 3. Number 3 is a 1. Number 4 is a 3. Number 5 is a 2. Number 6 is a 4. Number 7 is a 2. And number 8 is a 2. So now that we've picked and decoded it, I'm going to release here and get the Lishi out of the lock here. And just spin around here. So this is what we've got out of the lock here. 2 3 1 3 2 4 2 2. Now this is not good enough to cut a key though. So what we're going to do to cut a key is we're going to use the X-Horse app to actually calculate what the cuts need to be. So let me go ahead and pull the X-Horse app up. So I've got it up right here. Now I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to go to HU162, and you've got your 8, 9, and 10. Now if you go to the 8, we see here there's no calculator option on the 8, but if we just were to enter that data in there, it's not going to work. It's not right. And somebody smarter than me will have to explain how this conversion works, because I don't actually know. But if we do go into the 9 cut, and we see at the bottom here we have an option for all keys lost. So if we go to all keys lost, we have this calculator here, and we're going to do ignition door, and I'll just put a 1 for the first position. It doesn't matter because it's, we don't have a number 1, and I'm going to actually enter in the information that we got from the Lishi. So we have 2 3 1 3 2 4 2 2. Now if I hit calculate, this actually gives us our actual bidding here, which is going to be 23134442. So that's the bidding that we're actually going to be cutting to make a working key. So go ahead and spin the camera around some more to the dolphin here, and we'll actually cut the key. All right, so we got our condor dolphin. All right, here we got the B jaw set up. And so I'm going to have to go back to the 8 cut and enter in what our conversion actually was, which was 23134442. So that's what our actual bidding is. And then it's going to tell us here tip position 3 on the B jaw. So we'll take our key blank here. And we'll go ahead and get it seated in. All right, tip position 3. And we will go ahead and cut the key. All right, there's side number 1. And we'll go ahead and we'll do side 2. All right, there's side number 2 cut. But we are not done yet because we do have to cut side cuts on this, even though they're not in the lock here. So the key is not going to go in the lock as it is now. So to do that, go back to our app here. We're going to change to the B axis. And we only got one option, which is a number 1, which is what we need here. And this, you actually set the key actually on its side in the clamp. So a little bit different than any other keys I've ever cut, but so it goes in like this. Tip position 3. And now it'll cut our side cut. All right, and then one more cut to make here, and then we will actually have a working key. Load it back in on the other side here, line number 3. And I do recommend cutting these last here, these side cuts, otherwise the key doesn't sit in the jaw very well if you cut them first. And we got it seated in here, so we're going to cut the last one real quick. All right, so there's all the cuts needed here for a working key. And now the fun part here, we'll go ahead and we'll test it out. And let me just show you here too what it looks like here. So get the camera to focus. So nothing too crazy on what they call the A axis. It's just on what they call the B axis. It actually does just mill that channel down there. And now we're going to test the key, just make sure that it does work. And works perfectly. So there is the HU162T 8-cut Lishi. It's how you pick, decode, and actually cut a key. Now if this helps you out, consider liking and subscribing. And stay tuned here. There will be the 9 and the 10 cut coming right after this video.